Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review for you today. This is the DX Ryutsueider. I always have a hard time pronouncing this, but it's Ryutsueider, kind of almost like the American word suede, so it's like the Ryutsueider. But basically it is the primary weapon for Ryu Commander, temporarily known as Ryu Violet. You can see it has a real nice big dragon head, and I like that a lot. It comes with the number 10 Q-Tama, the Ryu Q-Tama. Ryu Commander very nicely displayed here on the front. It kind of has a gun mode, which is pictured here in the front, and then it also kind of has like a cane mode or staff mode, which is pretty neat. Now, unfortunately, because it is a role-play toy in Japan, the staff isn't nearly as long as you'd like, but I think the gun is going to be a nice size, so I think that mode's going to work out really nicely. This box is massive. It's very hard for me to keep it in frame. I'm going to do the best that I can. Yeah, I'm reading the packaging real quick here. This says rod mode, which is a weird choice. I would say staff or cane, but they're going with rod mode. So there you go. This says rifle mode, so there you go, because it is a longer barrel. Taking a look at the front here, there's a really cool picture on top of all, well, I should say the first 10 of the Kyurangers before 11 gets added. I'm sure no spoilers by this point. Here's a picture of the staff on the side, and then you have all 10 heads or helmets there, so that's neat. On this side, and I apologize because I'm super close, but there's a picture of Ryu Commander. On this side, kind of a group shot picture there. And then, of course, here on the back, you have how to load the Q-Tama in, how to call the Voyager, the Ryu Voyager, how to do the combination into Ryuseiho, rifle mode, all the features. So, of course, we'll take a look at all of the sounds and modes that we can get out of this toy. So I will go ahead, get out of the packaging, and we'll dive in, take a closer look. Alright, so here we have the Ryutsueider out of the packaging. This is everything that it comes with. Obviously the main weapon itself, as well as the number 10 Ryu Q-Tama. So you can see it's got a holofoil sticker there because it is a deluxe Q-Tama. Really love the shade of purple. I think that looks pretty fantastic. If we slide it, there it is, half filled in. And then there we have the entire dragon. And it is number 10. I always think it's weird how, I guess it's almost like they're using like a digital clock kind of numbering font. And the ones look like a Roman numeral for one, like an I. Which is kind of weird. But shine the light through it so you can see the picture that comes through. You get the dragon mouth breathing fire. I love that. I absolutely love that. I think that is the coolest. Very, very cool picture there. But yeah, pretty excellent Q-Tama. I'm very happy with this. Taking a look at the weapon itself. Again, I love the purple coloring. I think it looks perfect with the gold. It's like I said, for a gun, it's a decent size, but to hold it the other way, and I apologize because it's very tall, so keeping it in frame is going to be difficult. But it's not super long. I mean, he never really like uses it as a sword. I mean, I guess he could if he wanted to, but he kind of just holds it like this and swings it around. It's definitely short for a melee weapon. But as a gun, I think it totally works. So taking a look on the side over here, here is the battery compartment. 2 AAA batteries pop right in there. You just unscrew it, pop them in. Here's the on and off switch. So you can see the LED in here in the head of the dragon, kind of like red eyes. At this point, if you press the trigger, it just alternates between these two sounds. So it's kind of like a swooshing sound like he's swinging it through the air, and then like a clanging sound like he's hitting something. So that's pretty much all you get from that. If you press this button down, it can rotate one time, but doesn't make any sounds. Rotate it again, and it'll open. Now you can take a look in here. You can see this is where you're going to put the Kyutama. There is no pen reading system in there. So it cannot tell what Kyutama you're putting in. Just to illustrate my point, I just brought something else that's not the Ryu Kyutama. And I'm going to pop it in, or I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to try to pop it in here. So you can hear it still says Ryu Kyutama. Close it. I love this music. And then eventually you hit the trigger. So just play some music. It doesn't say Ryu or anything at the end. But yeah, very, very neat. I like that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Kyutama out. Now to take the Kyutama out, there's this button on the side that you have to press down. And then you kind of have to like tilt it and it lifts right out. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put Ryu in this time. And the speaker is actually right here where my thumb is. They integrated very well, you can hardly tell. So I love all the music that this thing plays. It's all super fantastic. If you do a second open and close, it'll call the Voyager. Neat sound effects there, and of course you have the LED lighting up 30 times, or do it a third time, I should say. So you hear a ton of, like, you know, sound effects of the mecha combining, and then it says Ryuteo. And then for the fourth time, I love this music so much. So then that's the combination with Kyureno. It says Ryutei Kyureno. So if you do it again a fifth time, so you can see it just loops over again and starts at the beginning. So I'm going to pull the Kyutama out. And then I'm going to close this. Now if you press this button in and swing out the handle, that will transform it into the rifle mode. So as you can hear, it just rotates between those two, like, generic firing sounds. Not too bad, but not the best. So if you open this up and put the Kyutama back in, A little bit different music. Still awesome. So that's the kind of special attack for the Ryu Kyutama. Now, as I said before, this thing does not have a reader in here, so there's no pin system. It can't tell what Kyutama you have inserted, but it does have 10 Kyutama programmed into it, not counting Ryu. So 11 including Ryu. So Ryu is the first one, obviously. If you hold the trigger down, so I'm just going to press the trigger again because we've already done that one. So hold down the trigger again. So you hear that we get a different sound effect. So we'll do the next one. So unfortunately, I don't really know what all these different Kyutama are because I'm not sure exactly what they're saying, and I don't know if they've been shown on the show or not. But the sound effects are pretty neat. That's a weird one. That one kind of sounds like fire. That's pretty cool. That one's really cool too. I think this is the last one. Sounds like someone's hammering. Yeah, so we're back to the beginning. So there you go. I think that's really neat that even though they couldn't put a reader in here, and I understand why they couldn't do that, they still programmed 10 special sounds in there. So I think that's really, really cool. You can go ahead and push this down and close it back into staff mode. And then go ahead, push the button on the side, and wiggle out the Kyutama. And there you go. Then we're back to staff mode. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. But yeah, overall, I really like the design of it, and I love the color scheme, and the sounds are pretty fun. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ryu Kyutama in the Seiza Blaster. Alright, so I got the Seiza Blaster here. Let's go ahead and pop this in. Whoops. So it does say Ryu at the end because it knows it's a transformation Kyutama. Now I'm going to try the docking on this. Alright, so the docking's the same, but I thought I saw on the show recently... Alright, so that doesn't seem to be any different. I thought on the show when they wanted to do the combination with Ryuteo to become Ryutei Kyuranger... No. Ryutei Kyureno. I'm mixing up my stuff here. When they went to become Ryutei Kyureno, I thought they hit the docking twice on this, but the toy doesn't seem to have any functionality regarding that. So I think it's kind of neat. You can get the basic transformation and Voyager sound from this with the Kyutama, but obviously you get a host of more sounds with the actual Ryutsueider itself. So normally I would try to fit the box in here as well, but the box is just way too massive to fit everything in the shot together. I really like this toy, even more than I thought I would. I absolutely love the color scheme. The purple and gold go perfectly well together. Really, really nice color combination there. The LED lights up red very nice, and that color goes as well. I love the purple Kyutama. I think they did a really nice job with the dragon. I think that's cool. And all the sounds you get out of this are just a ton of fun. Sure, it would be great if the staff mode was a little bit longer, but I think the length actually works really well for the rifle/gun mode. I really like that. I think it's so cool the way you open up the mouth of the dragon to put the Kyutama inside. You get the transformation sound in the staff mode. You also get to call the Voyager, and then you have the two mecha combination sounds. And then once you switch it into rifle mode, I really appreciate the fact that they programmed in 10 specific attack sounds for 10 Kyutama. Even though they couldn't put a reader in this, they didn't leave you high and dry. And that gives the toy a lot more functionality than I expected. So I really like that. I think it's a lot of fun. I can't remember exactly what this cost. I think it was somewhere in the area of $40 before shipping, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's worth it. You get a really nice deluxe Kyutama. The roleplay toy is very nice. It's a decent size for what it needs to be. It's really fun as a changer. There's a lot of great sounds in it. The color scheme's great. LEDs are nice. I don't really have anything to complain about with this toy. I really just enjoy it. I didn't want to say that I was dreading it or anything like that. I didn't really know what to expect, but I certainly ended up liking it a lot more than I expected to, and I just think it's all around, it's a fun toy, and I absolutely love all the music it plays. All the music riffs and sound effects are just so fantastic, so this gets a big thumbs up for me. I definitely recommend it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys like this look at the DX Ryutsueider. And I'm going to practice saying that name so I get it correct. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thank you so much for watching.